Side, yes, Mickey, with less than a 16th to go. What the Hill, a short lead. Lindy the Great to the inside. Yes, Mickey, coming to the wire. It's What the Hill and David Miller winning the
pocket sitter. Turned first over attacker What the Hill. And behind them, Dover Dan from in third. International Money still got work to do. They're in deep stretch, and here comes What the Hill and Miller on the outside. What the Hill converting off the pocket trip to win the Canadian Trotting Classic. He won it by 3 going away. It's What the Hill.
Third, 3/4, 124 and 2 into the stretch. Looks like a Chippendale appears to be on the verge. Crazy Wow trying to fend him off. Room at the rail for What the Hill. He's raging late. And in heavy traffic is Pinkman on the far outside. Dayson trying to close in. But off the rail comes What the Hill, the 3-year-old. What the Hill to seal his division. What the Hill. Then Dayson. And then it was Pinkman third and Mambo Lindy fourth. What the Hill.
Rightio. Welcome back to Talking Trotters. Again, proudly for What the Hill. Proudly brought to you by Woodlands Stud. And I thank Woodlands Stud for their continued support. They do a great job behind the scenes for me, professionally, and always good to chat to, steer me in the right direction. Had a pretty good week. What the Hill, of course, I wasn't here last Monday night. We actually pre-recorded the show. I did the show, live. And on the Monday, we would have had a winner at Charlton with Saliski getting the chocolates for James Herbertson, getting up to beat SK Hollywood in what was quite an entertaining race. You can just see the horse there peeling out behind SK Hollywood. Takes a whole straight to get there, but does a very, very good job. And Gary Donaldson, he's featured a couple of times in Talking Trotters in the last couple of times I've done the show. So well done to Gary. He had a first starter a couple of weeks ago by Love You, Get the Troggies. And Saliski done the job there. James Herbertson in the bike, as I said, getting up and beating a very, very brave SK Hollywood as well. And then the other winner for the week took out the 175,000. Hang on, I better get this right or I'll get into trouble. But that is him 3-back the fence, as you can see there. This is a horse called, I've got to get his name up, $75,000 Buckeye division of the Sire Stakes. This was, or the equivalent of the Sire Stakes, getting up the inside there. This is a horse called Be Not Beastly, getting the chocolates there as well. So in 57 and 1. So of course, What the Hill stands, just got to find his page, there it is there, stands at Woodland Stud for the service fee of $7,000 or $7,700. Get in touch with the team at Woodland Stud down the bottom. Contact Mark Hughes, Cameron Grant if you're in New Zealand as well, to get in touch with him about but not only What the Hill but Speeding Spur, of course, and then any of their the other stallions they do stand on their books. Need to give a shout out to the Horsham Harness Racing Club, who have got a stallion tender open at the minute. Goes through till next Wednesday. I believe, anyway, the Wednesday the 11th. So contact Tony Logan on 0427 857 411 for your chance to pick up a service fee at a reduced rate to What the Hill. So about 70% you can get it for if you're lucky enough to win it, that is. So, yep, go from there. So that is What the Hill, of course, standing this season at Woodland Stud. And he's the proud sponsor of Talking Trotters. And you can get in touch with Tony Logan and the crew at Horsham to deal with that. But as I said, Tony's number was there on the bottom. Tony Logan, 0427 857 411. Right, it's been a pretty big week in trotting. There's some pretty big highlights we want to get out there about some horses over in New Zealand. Don't forget, if you are watching online, you can get in touch. I don't have any comments up there at the minute, but we'll put the comment section up there, and of course you can chime in anytime you want. That's the idea of the show, just get the message out there. Might be down on numbers tonight because it's a beautiful day here in Victoria. It's not hot, not cold, nice weather, and plenty of horses trialling at Bendigo Trials as we speak as well. But please, if you are watching, get involved and have a little bit of fun. Going to get Jack Butler on the phone. I've got to turn something up in the other right. That's lucky.
Hello.
Jack, how are you? Jack Butler, firstly, hello.
Yeah, good, man.
That's the way we are. We are live, and as always, I'm running a very, very well-oiled ship, mate. So don't you worry about that. Firstly, officially welcome to Campbell's Comments, mate, for the first time.
No, thanks for having me, mate.
I met you at the nutrient sale for the first time. I'd met you anyway, back last March, I think. Oh, anyway, late February. Anyway, whenever it was, it was the first time I'd met you. But firstly, just a little bit about yourself. Where are you from, mate? Originally?
Oh, mate, I grew up born and bred there.
Sorry, it just broke up where you said you were born and bred.
Bathurst.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, Steve and Jenny Turnbull probably put me where I am today, to be honest. Yep. And great people. And but that's where I come from.
It's a big family group of people there, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. I loved growing up down there. It was awesome, and we had great times down there, and you never forget it. And great people, the Turnbull people, and it was awesome, mate.
How long have you been in Queensland for?
I think we're going on 9 years.
Okay, so it's a move you've done for a little while.
Yeah, me and my wife, and just sort of, John McCarthy's place come up for sale, and we just thought try and better ourselves, and that's what we done, and it's worked out really well.
Were you worried about it at any stage, or was it something that you both decided, no, we're going to change and have a go at doing something different?
No, it was we're going really well down there. We had our own property adjacent to Steve and Jenny, and and it was great down there. And but we just sort of, we're going good there. But we just want to try something different. And early days, I actually drove my first winter at Tweed Heads as a driver when I was younger and skinny. And it's a place I've always wanted to come to, and it worked out, mate, and it's been awesome.
Obviously, that was before 9 years ago. It was a long time ago. You went up there driving, learning the ropes.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was, as I said, I think Stephen G took me when I was about 12 or 13, and I just started driving, and obviously when I was old enough to drive, and went from there. And because, as you know, the Turnbulls used to come up here. I think back in them days, I think Bathurst and that shut down for 3 or 4 months of the year, so they'd always come, up to Brisbane, and they'd stay around Tweed Heads, and that's sort of I sort of fell in love with Queensland, to be honest, and that's where it sort of stemmed from, to be honest.
So they actually took you up there.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. It's cool, isn't it? They are really. Yeah. They're amazing people. I know a couple of times I've called in there, and you sort of feel like you're imposing because they've got so many horses and they're so busy, and they'll just stop and talk, and they enjoy it so much. It's nearly a must. We talk about all these places that people must go to and put on their bucket list. They nearly need to go down to the lagoon and just see how it all operates, and probably de-stress your own life a little bit when you go there, because you'll be like, well, these guys have got it pretty well sorted.
Yeah, no, that's right, mate. Like it's a beautiful place, lagoon. I've obviously been there since I was very young, and to have people like the Turnbulls, mate, they can't do enough for you or anyone else. You know what I mean? Like they're beautiful people, and I know one thing: I wouldn't be where I am today without them. I know that. No,
definitely, and they do it all, which is going to be one of the things I'll get onto in a minute. We will just stay on your overall. I suppose as for a minute we are going to talk Trotters, and mainly Adelle, but I mean you've got a few other Trotters in your books. But you were the Queensland's leading trainer last year. Pretty special moment, pretty special achievement, mate.
Yeah, it was awesome, mate. It was it was great. Like when I won it, Grant Dixon was the first bloke to come to me and shake my hand and congratulate me. And I think he's between him and Bill, I think they've done it for the last 25 years or something like that, And it was great, mate. Like, yeah, it was a real special moment, and a good feather in the cap, to be honest.
Was it ever like when you moved to Queensland? Was it ever on your radar or something to do to win a premiership?
Look, not really. You just try and better yourself, I suppose, as everyone tries to do. You set your goals. Like my goals were, I was formed for Steve for, I don't know, 10 to 12 years or whatever it was, and that was back when he was, had Smooth Satin and the good horses, and he was, he was training over 100 winners a year, and I think he won the premiership probably 10 years in a row or something like that. I can't remember. Definitely like to win a premiership. Like I just seen Steve go through it. I've seen AD go through it, and it's just something you want to do, I guess. Yeah.
How are you going this year? I've actually got the current stats up, but they're a little bit backward to read. It actually doesn't give me how you are actually going this season. I suppose if I went in the HRA side, I would have said. But are you in winning form this year?
Yeah, no, not too bad. I think we've. I haven't looked at it myself, but I know I've trained over 100 winners. Yeah. But I'm not exactly sure where I'm at. I'm definitely not winning. Like Grant, I think Grant, he's well ahead. But like we just pick them over and just do what we do. And my goal every year is to try and train 100 winners, and that's what we do.
Absolutely. We've got a couple of people on there as we speak. Barb from Nellie Melba, that is. She's a lot of trotting tragic. She says, good evening. And Ben Battle. So Jordan Prentice has typed in Ben Battle. So they may know you or may not. I'm not sure if that's what they're doing. But obviously someone's getting tagged in it. You went a bit quiet there. We won't worry. We won't worry too much. We won't worry too much about that. Right. We are here to talk trotters, and mainly off the back of a little horse. Well, she's not little. A horse that I actually had a little bit to do with, very little bit to do with, through my sister-in-law, Karen Manning. But I do know she can be a problem sort of child, and she's had a few stables. But every person that's had her in that stable have actually loved the horse. I don't think anyone, even Andy Gaff, only gave her one start, and I think she finished tailed off. But quite liked the horse. But she was a bit of a head scratcher for her. And we talk about a mare called Adelle. Firstly, what was your expectations, I suppose, when Dave and Claire rang you and asked if you'd take her?
Well, I haven't had a lot to do with trotters, to be honest. We've had, obviously a few great friends of mine, Dean and Carla Ennis, actually sent me my first trotter.
Yep.
When I moved up here, and and it just sort of went from there, and I got a few more trotters and things like that. And then when I got called to get Adelle, I went, we all know how good she is. And, she's just fitted in, and, she's beautiful. That's it. Like, she just goes about her job, and, she's a bit quirky and has her little different things and like that. But Nate Dawson's, he's worked her out, on the track and things like that. And she's a beautiful mare.
She's a little bit hot and yet such a sweet mare at the same time, isn't she? She's a little bit unique in that. I think she's out of a Sundon mare from memory.
Yeah.
But, she's by Olivitra, out of Scoozy Boys. No, there's Bryland Boys. I think there is Sundon back in there, but she just got such a peculiar personality. Would be the right way to put it, would it, Jack? Would you say?
Yeah, definitely, mate. When she first came on, I started, track working here at home, and she was just off her head. Like, I couldn't hold her. She was pulling, she was doing this, she was doing that. Anyway, so in the end, I said, oh, well, I'm not going to work you. So I just put her in the pool. She swims, she treadmills, jogs. That's it. That's all she does.
Wow. It's actually funny because Jordan Prentice has actually asked, how do you work Adelle, with question marks after it. And that's so the theory was that you weren't going to win the fight, so don't even bother fighting.
Yeah. I work on my track's pretty heavy sand, and she was actually sort of half like cooking herself on my track, and so I just went the other way. I went, well, you can just swim and treadmill and jog. So, and it's worked with her. So, at this stage, anyway.
How did you go? Like, how were your confidence level? Because she ran third. I'll get her stats up, but I think she ran third for your first up, and then won her next two. Like, how were you with her fitness, and where you thought she might have been when you first started her?
Yeah, I wasn't real sure. That's a great question. I wasn't sure, and like by doing what I do, she actually needs to race week to week.
Yep.
When I can do that, it's like she's really good, but it's a bit hard. Like it might take her 2 runs to get into a mojo sort of thing, and but she was awesome the other night. Like she just jogged the other night, and as you said, as well as I do, she's a beautiful mare.
I'm actually going to put that video up over the top of us, and Nathan's just pulling out now with the white neck strap. Actually, is the easiest way to pick it, just going past the Ladbroke sign. And this was scary. This speed, she's just going past the 2100 metre standing start part, or 600 metres actually, and just that explosive turn of foot, like. They're nice horses she's gone past, and she's made them, as they say, look like they nailed to the cross. Like, she's just gone straight past them.
Yeah.
Did that surprise you?
No, not really. Like, she's so fast, as you know, and she's fast as. And when you got her right, she's right,
Yeah, and strong. Like, she went fast, but she just holds him off. Nathan's just looking over his shoulder. He's not even moving his hands, not because he's worried about a breaking. I mean, he's just happy with the speed. Like, she got that 20 metre gap and just basically kept it, and never backed off. Is that as good as she's gone for you?
Oh no, to be honest with you, one day, early days, she actually done a mistake early, and they clocked her to run her last mile in 53 something around here.
Wow.
And it was crazy. Like she can run, as you know.
She's in the Inter-Dominion. Like, she's won the Redcliffe Cup. If you actually looked at her credentials, you'd say, well, she hasn't really, won a big race, and I'm not being disrespectful to the mare, but she could be right town, right place. Basically, sometimes it happens, doesn't it? That the worlds might align. It could be just the right timing for her. The Inter-Dominion being in Queensland this year in the form that she's actually in. I know there's some good trotters coming, but when she doesn't have to travel, and we all know what mares are like when they're in form, it could be perfect timing for you.
Oh, I hope so, mate. Like I said, like we love her, and she's very good. It's going to be hard, of course.
Yep.
But she's really on top of the game at the moment, and really happy what she's doing and things like that. But we're actually going to try and get her back in the draw and just see how they go. Nate Dawson's probably not happy about. I haven't told him that yet, but he keeps telling me to keep her out of the draw. But when it comes into Dominion time, you don't. You know what I mean? We've got to try and get in the draw. I think you can't be giving them horses like that sort of start. But we're going to give it a go, and she's really happy, mate. She's real happy.
Yeah, she is. Dave and Claire. I don't know if you've actually physically met Dave before, but he's a lot of fun to be around. I would imagine you've been having some great phone calls backwards and forwards with the way she's been going.
Yeah, mate, I must admit I've never met him, and he's a great bloke to talk to, and he couldn't be happier. Like he's wrapped, and I'm trying to get him to send the sister over, but we'll see how we go with that one. But but anyway, we'll see how we go, mate.
He trains a good team of trotters, and he's another support to you by Woodlands, but great supporters of mine as well as Russ the Trotters, and he pretty much sends his good mares to the best stands that he can, and just keeps going that way. So from your point of view, if you want to get a few more trotters, he's a great person to get alongside as well.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Like he does a great job with his own, and it'd be great to get another one for sure.
Funny Face is another trotter you train. What's it had this season? 16 starts this season, 4 wins, just under 50,000 in stakes. Lovely mare by Peak, doing a good, but been doing a very, very good job for you over the journey.
Yeah. No, she's a nice mare actually. Like I wouldn't surprise me if she can step up and go to the next level. To be honest, like she's a bit quirky when we first got her. She didn't want to step away and things like that. Took a little bit of sort of getting where we wanted to be, but she's very fast. She's a nice mare.
How have you found like the growth? Because you said there before about Dean Goodrich and Carla Innes, and I'm actually trying to think of the first trotter because I'm great mates with Carla's brother Grant, and I was driving a trotter. But you had a couple of trotters for Dean and Carla over the journey, and basically they were great money earners, I suppose, if you like, because at the time the trotters weren't that high profile in Queensland, if you like. I think they were pretty much on a Tuesday only circuit, but you were able to, Dean kept saying, he said, "Oh, this is just terrific." They didn't win every week, but were able to earn, and they had a lot of fun. You guys all had a lot of fun with them, and also then be able to tick over a little bit earning. How have you enjoyed the growth, if you like, of the trotter in Queensland over the last few years, especially?
Yeah, mate, it's been awesome, mate. Like the way. Hey, Tara, sorry, mate.
Right.
What was Dean and Carla's first trotter they had? Can't remember his name. Sorry, mate.
No, you're not on your own. I should know it too. Don't worry.
Morning Faulty. That was him. Sorry.
Yep. He was.
I should remember it because it was the first trotter I ever had.
And he was by Sundown too, actually. So yeah.
He was a beautiful horse. He was Ricky Alston put Dean and Carla onto me.
Yep.
He said just send a Jack anyway, and that's where my trotters thing started. And he done a super job up here. He I couldn't remember how many races he won, but he won a fair few. He sort of went, and that stage he went to nearly free for all, like in the trotters ranks. But as you said, they weren't that strong back then either. But but then Dean just started, you should buy this one, or I'll send you this one, and we done good out of them. Yeah. But Dean and Carla have been awesome to me.
But how have you found the change then from that? Don't worry, if anyone's wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually looking up Morning Faulty because I can do that here while you're doing. Except I spelled his name wrong. I'll just leave off a letter at the back of it and see if that works. No, I've done something wrong. That might be what I've done wrong. No, I don't know what I've done wrong. Doesn't matter. But like the development now, like it's not that easy now to win your trot races up there, and you're getting more trotters coming up, and you are actually getting more trot races. So that whole part, are you enjoying the growth of that?
Oh, definitely, mate. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like it's grown so much. Like I said, I've been about 9 years, and it's just got better and better and better. Like people are buying it from New Zealand, like myself, and like Darryl Graham and Grant Dixon, and that. Like they're all buying it from New Zealand now. Like they're getting better and better. Like they're it's actually pretty hard to win a trot race up here at the moment.
It is, and there's some nice horses go around. You didn't actually get a winner last. You didn't get a winner last year. I forgot the lady's name that did. Just for the record, Morning Faulty won 11, and I reckon he was only a one-win horse when he went to you. Went the wrong way. I don't think he'd won. I know Carla won a race with him. I'm pretty sure it was at Bendigo. At Cranbourne, actually. He won first up at Cranbourne. But then he went up there to you. And as you said, he did a terrific job up there. How many trotters you got in work at the minute, mate?
1, 2... probably about 6.
Yep. Any young ones?
Oh, no.
Is that the next challenge, or you're happy to sort of take the tried ones and go from there?
Yeah, look, I'd like to have a crack at a young one. You know, I haven't sort of had a chance to have one, but yeah, I was actually underbidder on one at the sales, this year.
Yep.
But I didn't get it. But no, definitely, I'd love to have a young one.
Yeah, because there was a couple of races. Now I have everything sort of pre-planned, and now I'm in all sorts because you've got me chasing up horses like Morning Faulty and those things. But he'd actually won 3 before he come to you, so you must have won 8 races with him. So, but that's still a terrific job.
He's a beautiful horse.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. I've got everything all over the shop, but I will get it. I'm trying to just get to last Tuesday because the lady. So Kathleen McMullen with my high expectations, but Melissa Gillies, I think it is, who is she's related to someone, isn't she? Is she Nathan's sister? No.
No. Yeah, maybe. No, not. I'm ringing
Cousin. Yeah, I knew that was sort of.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, like last Tuesday, you had a 2-year-old trot race and a 3-year-old trot race, and the fields were small, but they will build up. And the backing of Queensland by putting these races on, $15,000 each of those races. It's crazy not to get more and more horses up there anyway. So I think it's. I think that part is good. The Inter-Dominion, the whole carnival, you've got a couple of paces that are going to be aimed for it, mate. You excited?
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think I've nominated 2 trotters, maybe 4 paces, and looking forward to them, mate. And hopefully, we sort of thinking about getting down to the Vic Cup with Hot and Trotters, so we're hopefully it all goes good, and things are going good.
So that's next weekend. So does he have to do anything, or you're just going to wait and see what happens over this next couple of days?
No, well, we booked flights today, and I'll probably start him Saturday and just see how we go, and just wait up after that. But looking forward to get down there, hopefully. Yeah,
you're not bringing Adelle back down with you?
No.
Keep her happy.
She's pretty happy here. She's happy here.
Was Funny Face the other horse that you entered?
Yep. She's entered in the Internom, so yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good thrill. Jack, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. I know you chime in from time to time on Facebook and that too, so I do appreciate anyone that gets back and puts the feedback into the shows as well, because all I'm trying to do is promote the industry, I suppose, and promote people that are doing a good job. But also, I think when people see you win a race with a horse like Adelle, they just say, "Oh yeah, gee, she's a nice mare." But I'm pretty sure Fitzpatrick's. Unfortunately, Gavin Lang no longer with us. But Karen Manning, Andy Gaff, even Dave and Claire would say that you're doing an outstanding job with her at the minute, because I think every one of them love her. But the rest of them are probably glad she's not in their stable too at the minute. You know that, don't you?
No, she's a bit like that, mate, and really appreciate, mate. I love what you do, and what you do is awesome, mate, and watch you all the time, and appreciate what you do, buddy.
All right, well, hopefully I can catch up with you Victoria Cup. I appreciate that. I might try and catch up with you beforehand and go from there, but if you do come down, which would be awesome, and we need to keep building these meetings up. Like we've got plenty of people watching right at the minute. Brad McMullen, Brad Steele's watching. We just need to keep promoting these horses, and the industry will grow. We just don't sit back and let it happen. So I think as I said, you guys coming on and sharing it makes it a lot easier for me as well, mate. Thank you.
Yeah.
When does Adelle step out?
Cheers, mate.
Does Adelle step out Saturday night?
Saturday night, mate. Yeah.
Yep. Very good. All right, mate. Keep it going. comfortably. If I end up there, I'm not going to come anywhere near her because she might have flashbacks. I'll come and see you. I'll come and see you after. All I had to do, actually, a bit of clarify. All I used to have to do was actually hand walk her around the parade ring for Kez, so she didn't get marching too hard on Kez. So I better clarify what my position was there. It wasn't actually that bad a job. So, but anyway, it'll be all good. All right, mate. Thank you very much for joining me. Good luck. Hopefully, we'll see you down here in Victoria next weekend, and if not, good luck with Adelle through the Inter-Dominion Carnival, mate.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jack.
Cheers, buddy.
Jack Butler there joining me from Queensland and doing an awesome job with a tricky mare. She is a tricky mare, and he's done a brilliant job with her. He's you're right, Jeff Dixon. He's doing a good job. I was just going to try and find. I haven't had too many comments from Jordan Prentice, but it was quite interesting that he asked how he works, Adelle, and basically at the same time, Jack was giving a bit of feedback to that, and very, very unique way of training it, and obviously it works, that's for sure. So pretty cool. I was going to have Anton Golino on tonight, but he is actually trialling at Bendigo Trials. Could have done the show live there. What didn't I think about that? That would have been pretty cool, actually. Anyway, one for another day. So, of course, supporters and sponsors of Campbell's Comments as well are Harass the Trotters, and make sure you get where is that? It's not here. I do silly things from time to time, but give me 1 second and I will get it for you. The Harass the Trotters stay in roster is it's coming. It is coming. Bang. That's the 23-24 stay in roster with EL Titan, On a Streak, Classic Connection, Used to Me, Always Ready, and On Solitaire. Now I reckon you'll find that EL Titan, I think I wrote the other day, 26th, 27th, he gets out of quarantine, but he will be soon. Ashley Haynes, hello to you, Ash. I think Ash was on 2 weeks ago, but anyway, I did notice the big horse was entered for the Inter-Dominion, like a few people, but I think they were feeling their way, so we might even try to. I actually have it there. Might be able to get it up. I'll just see if I can get the Inter-Dominion fields up. The last time they were only in nomination order or alphabetical order, if you like. And I'm just going to see if they've actually changed that. I just went past it somehow. What have I done? I thought it was on this page. Clearly, it's not. Rankings. Maybe they have changed it. They have too. Okay, so bear with me for 1 sec. We'll keep talking about the Inter-Dominion, and we are on the Trotters. So of course, Just Believe, defending champ, trotting masters. I would imagine even Europe would have a little bit to do with that. Majestic Trio 2, Queen Elida 3, Love in the Port went okay. Group 1 win, that was the Rowe Cup in New Zealand. Mare Law, winner of it 2 years ago. I'm Ready Jet. As I said, I was trying to get Anton on just to find out a little bit more about where he's at. Majestic Man was okay again the other day, and so was Love in the Port. They're actually featuring a race I'll show a video of in a minute. Mufasa Metro, I believe, is going to head up there shortly. I think John's going to get up there early with him. Olivici was terrific winning the Kilmore Cup. Another video I'll show in a minute. 1 overall. Hopefully he's okay. Looked a little bit funny the other day. Plymouth Chubb, Funky Monkey, Doff the Cap. Adelle is 14th, so Jack's got her in. Sugar and Spice for Chantel Turpin. Van Shank, Majestic Harry, Darryl Graham. Parisian Artiste for Alex Ashwood. Don't Care for Kate Hargraves. Bullion Harry ran second in the Kilmore Trotters Cup. RC Phoenix, there he is, still in there at the minute. Surf Fahrenheit, Calaglia, Regal Attire, What's Up Majestic, The Penny Drops, Of course, won 2 heats a couple of years ago, is coming back to form, but was scratched out of the Kilmore Cup. So another horse that does have injuries. Ben Pell, hello to you, mate, and anyone else. Please don't feel free to get involved in the show. Funny Face is 29th. Courage Stride for Chris Lang, Sonia Mar. They're taking the whole team up. Visionary ran second the other night. Red Castleton in trouble. Hatchback. Brownlow Prince. Powder Keg 36. Victory Hill patched. Aurora Kai 39th. Zealous Spur, winner at Queensland last week. Travel Bugged 41. Benny Pell. Hot to Trot, he's all muscle, the best bourbon. Constantinople, winner again, very impressive, and I will show that in a minute. Just a bit nosy. Hurricane, Illawong Stardust, I don't know the last time she started. Sunny G, Anywhere Hugo, she's a pleasure. Invictus, of course, a lot of these will move up and down. Phenomenal, ran second again the other night, and Star Down Under is scratched actually, so that's the first year's scratchings there. So Quality Sunset and Crazy are the last two, but I think Darren McCall actually had a birthday the other day too, so happy birthday to you, Darren, if I'm right, and if I'm wrong, sorry, but you deserve a birthday anyway. So yeah, Tamo Shadow, there's quite a few Queenslanders in that will need a few things to go their way to get a run, but at the minute they're going to be a chance. But Adelle's definitely in, so that's a great little fillet. So I might try and catch up with Brad Hewitt next week, see how we go. I'll do a bit of forward planning and see if I can't get in touch with Brad and get a bit of an update on Majestic Trio. I'm trying to think of the race one. Trotting Masters win. It must have been the race one in Queensland, so it was automatic entry, I would say. How many make the series? Great question, Barry. I would imagine they're going to have only 2 heats, so possibly 24. What have they got? 70. They might have 3 heats. Brad Steele's on. Brad, if you're still watching, Philip Williams, sorry. Brad, you might be able to answer that question a little bit better for me. I can throw Brad under the bus. Hopefully he's still watching. 24, so there'll only be the 2 heats, Phil, so I won't throw Brad under the bus again this time. So yeah, so your top 24 will get through, but there'll be a heap of scratching. So Regular Tire is in. What's Up Majestic is out, so the Ultron boys can have a bit of a blue. Sorry, you're not on the same screen as me, I didn't realise that. So at the minute they will miss out, but that will change a lot. I would imagine horses like Funny Face and that will definitely get runs, because there's a fair attrition rate of horses as they go through. Ashley Haynes did say that RC Phoenix won't be going, so there's a few horses there that may or may not be heading to it. Plymouth Chubby, he hasn't started for a while either. As I said, 1 overall. Did definitely trotted funny up the straight the other day. Stacey Towers, hello to you, Stace. Good to see you on and watching going forward as well. So yeah, plenty happening. Rightio, we might go to the Kiwis. Nick Beale, hello to you. We will show a little horse that's out of the stable that you're in. What was Hot to Trot's rating? Okay, Barry, I think is an owner. Just before we go on to that other horse there, we'll go down. You can actually see all this, Baz, go to thecreek.com.au and then go ID23 and then go to the ratings after that. 42 at the minute for Hot to Trot, so little ways to go, but yeah, you never know. Should look, hopefully it doesn't fall away that much that a horse, they do get a run, but hopefully for you, Barry, it does. So because quite a few of those horses have to get through there. So you're 42nd at the minute, but I think generally there's about 3 rating changes, so you've still got plenty of time. Rightio, just wanted to highlight this horse, who unfortunately for Queensland is not in the Inter-Dominion. But this is a horse called Muscle Mountain, and I encourage everyone to start watching New Zealand harness racing, because this guy is scary fast. He is going past some very, very good horses. Love in the Port, Majestic, the other horse that's in here, I should have this field up in front of me, but Love in the Port is the chestnut horse running second. And I will we'll get the rest of them up. That is Artie by the Hill. Majestic Man gets into third. Loving the Port stopped badly actually that last little bit, so not sure about him. I Dream of Genie for Mark Purdon getting into fourth. Time Up the Hill, Loving the Port, Euro Cash and Midnight Dash. But Muscle Mountain is a freak. He is a serious trotter. He's big. I think his grand final was a Great Southern Star here in February. He's obviously got the Dominion handicap that he needs to redeem himself from last year, being beaten by Sunday's Son. But yeah, 57-7 and 28 dead last two quarters there the other day for Muscle Mountain. And yeah, he's super to watch. Benny Hope drove him very quietly, very cool, and he got the job done, beating, as I said, Majestic Man and Artie by the Hill. Were both terrific. John Dunn's team is flying. He's got a couple of horses I want to highlight here in a minute, but yeah, he was awesome winning there. There was a 2-year-old trot, and this little mare has had only the one start. I think this was her first race start. Yes, it was. I've got to find it. That's her there. I did a very silly mistake. This is a trotting filly called Princess Sadie by Muscle Mass at Shell Seeker. Maddie Williamson trains and drives this horse. Here she's sitting outside. Look at the stars. It was a very short priced favourite for Mark and Nathan Purdon, and has a pretty big wrap on it. Karaka and Lottie's Moments. The horse gets home into third up the sprint lane for Katie Cox. But you can just see here Maddie Williamson just asked right on the line. There's some nice 2-year-old trotters, because look at the stars. Has only had a handful of starts itself. 3 starts. Is yet to win. Actually, sorry, so that's the closest it's got, but there's a big wrap on that horse. And yeah, so nice filly, 28-2 last quarter, 58-5 for that little horse there. Did it again. I need to go back. I've got one other one to show from Addington. This is the reigning Inter-Dominion Derby winner, New South Wales Derby winner, in a horse called Nazareth, and he is in the John Dunn colours, running fourth there, to getting to the outside with a white head check. He's actually stuck behind the horse 3 deep. You can see him just hanging a little bit. That's Harold Smith. He's on the back of for Tommy Bagri and Johnny Cox, and Galloway Girl, another really nice filly. This horse did this in the Derby. He knows where the line is. He's an absolute winner, Nazareth. He's had 16 starts, 5 wins, $97,000 in stakes. I just love it. You go back and watch his Derby win, and yeah, he's a really nice trotter. He doesn't have the high ratings, I suppose, as a couple of the stablemates, but I think he's a horse. Johnny Dunn, Robert and Jenna, they all know how to get horses through their classes and get them up in their grades, and he's a horse I think you should be following, because he's a winner. Still not doing it all right. You would have seen there that he was hanging and lugging quite badly, but yeah, did a very good job in that one as well. Sorry, just don't have Cambridge the other day. There was a couple of nice races over there, but there was a 2-year-old, and this little horse is called Paramount Kiwi. Has now had 2 starts for 2 wins. What's the trot here? 59.5. So mile rated 159.6, 59.5, and 29.4. Matty White, though, got to meet Matty when I was over there for the Grins. Terrific bloke. Doesn't have a huge team of horses, but he's got himself a really nice filly here by Father Patrick out of Paramount Star, beating another Father Patrick in Dreams Pat, and then the What the Hell filly in Florence the Machine gets into third. But it is actually Daylight. This filly is very good, and this gelding, sorry, is very good, and there's a couple of really nice horses over in New Zealand. So a couple of trotters doing some terrific things over there, and I encourage people to keep watching them. The races this week, there's a couple more stepping out. The Oaks is on in Invercargill, actually. It's down as being as Southland, but it is on, should have looked at the day it was on, Friday. So Friday, because New Zealand only race a couple of days of the week. But it's a Southland Dancing in the Dark, Southern Trotting Oaks, and it's drawn together a very good field. Isolate was awesome, winning the other day for Phil Williamson. Crackling by What the Hell, doing a very good job for Brad Williamson. Was possibly a little bit disappointing the other day. Aurora Kenny, Walking on Sunshine, Blair Orange, and Tommy Bagri as well. Denican, Janika's Delight, and Julia Jacka. That is the Dancing in the Dark M Southern Trotters Oaks 5:54, so 2 minutes to 4 on Friday. So make sure you keep that one on the radar as well. So some nice trotting races. We don't need to see that horse win again, but it did go very, very good. There's some small fields, but and I do know if you are a harness lover, full stop, there's some super exciting fields coming together. Actually, there is one other race I had to highlight, and he's here, right here. This one here, we will get to that as well, and it's great to have this horse back. But this is another good field, actually, with Bolt for Brilliance returning. So he done a pedal bone, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but he didn't. He was coming over to Australia for the Great Southern Star last year, and unfortunately in the Dominion Handicap pulled up short when he was a short price favourite. He's returning, all cashed up. Was a good win for Bernie Hackett and the team from Yabby Dam Farms the other day, as well. So a couple of nice trotters gearing themselves up for the New Zealand Cup Carnival as well. So keep your eyes out there. Plus, I will say, if you're a pacer, if you love your harness racing full stop, make sure you check out that Auckland meeting. There's a really nice fast class race starting to hot up too. So, and I'm sure the likes of Jack Butler and the crew are all there watching those races, because there is a lot of pretty nice horses starting to step out that they might be able to get their hands on. So yeah, so that's a bit of a wrap, if you like, from New Zealand. From the other day, some of the horses that I saw and actually won. Narelle Redwood, hello to you, Narelle. Just going to get myself so as I sort of half sound like I know what I'm talking about. We're going to go to this Saturday because Adelle won 2 Saturday nights ago. But the Propulsion standing at stud was won by Zealous Spur. So for Grant Dixon by Pegasus Spur out of Zealous Lady, owned by GSM Racing, beating Phenomenal, Darren McCall, and unfortunately Gus for Pete and Chantel Turpin just gets running right here, and you can just see he gets offline. Phenomenal. I thought Darren had it 1 here when you watch the replay, but then he just lets right down Zealous Spur for Grant Dixon, and yeah, he's in the Inter-Dominion, and he's going okay. My Ultimate Eddie, another horse that is as well, but that was a pretty nice win there by Zealous Spur for one of the fast class races for Queensland. The other race on Friday night was won by Constantinople at Menangle, because of course Victoria was didn't race because it was grand final day. But Constantinople, this horse is starting to build up a bit of a nice reputation actually here. It's won 5 or 6. It's her in front, stepped and worked her way to the front. Has actually won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Its last 5 starts. Jack Kelligan in the bike. It's had 5 starts for Belinda McCarthy, and it has won all of those, taking out the Trotters Carousel a couple of weeks ago. This was actually the Tony and Jill McGrath Trotters Cup. We'll say you've got to have a look at the horse getting into third, which was Toro Stride. Go back and watch a replay. I'll actually put the replay back up. Bailey McDonald, we have to go back a little bit further. He's there 5 back the fence, as you can see in the yellow colours of Emilio and Mary Rossetti. And you can just see here, just looking for a little bit of run, but Constantinople still spotting on 2 and 3 lengths going up there. Our Magic Kenny for Blake Fitzpatrick and Gavin Fitzpatrick coming out to the outside. And yeah, Toro Stride absolutely savages the line in third. So really nice little race. That the quality of trotter in New South Wales is as good as anywhere. The top end, we need to get sort of that middle end more, but that is exactly what they're doing. But when a horse like Constantinople comes through, yeah, done a very, very good job. And congratulations to the owners of that horse. Now 71,000, 10 wins from 22 starts, and as I said, 5 on the bounce for Belinda McCarthy. And I reckon Luke might have a bit of trouble trying to get back into that seat, because I'd say Jack Kelligan is saying no thank you. He's going to keep it. Feature racing, I've got to go back to before I know. I've got a couple of my trotting ladies on, and they'll be like rocking with attitude and the likes. But feature race here in Victoria for the week was the Kilmore Trotters Cup. It was taken out by Olivici, another Orlando Vici, beating out of Balgallion for Chris Lang, Sonia Mare combination. Chris Lang drove this same combination as trainer. Johnny Caldo in the cart with Bullion Harry and Zarem. Carla Innes, we spoke there before about Jack Butler's association with Carla and Dean Goodrich, and getting up to run third. One overall, unfortunately, galloped when Greg tried to make a dash for the lead to try and get to the front. He galloped and then just looked a little bit funny in his action up the straight. So hopefully everything's okay. He may have just been tired and going from there. But yeah, it was a terrific race, and he is in the Into the Dominion, that horse, and I'm sure Brad Steele will be doing everything they can to get both he and Bullion Harry up there. And there was one other one in the ratings that's name just left me for the minute. But yeah, I know they definitely had 3 horses in, so I'm sure they'll be hoping to get up there for the Into the Dominion time-honoured race, which we want. Actually, still got it here. I'll see if I can find that other horse. That Courage Stride was that other horse, and he's 24th on the noms. So yeah, Bullion Harry is in 20th. I'm just gonna. Olivici is 9th, but yeah, Loving the Port was one of those horses there. Not 100% sure if Queen Elida is going, or they've put the nomination in, and just see what happens going forward. So, because I think one of her main aims is an overseas trip from memory anyway. So yeah, rightio. Melton on Thursday night. Make sure I get back to the right page, which had the Aldebaran Park Need for Speeds for the fillies and for the colts. I actually might do it that way. We'll start off with our Marvella behind the leader, Brent Lilly, Chris Alford, the daughter of Love You out of Fire and Eyes. Beats Focus. Stacey Towers down the outside. It's a bonny little filly, this filly here. Gets over the top of a couple of, I suppose, fillies with a bit higher reputations. Aldebaran Miley and Glamour Stride. But he got to the line really well. I'm tipping Stace would have been pretty happy with the way she found the line. I know she finds the line well, and I know Stace wants to see her win more races. But that was a really, really good run. But so was the winner in our Marvella. Was come over here from New Zealand. Been with Lils for a little while. Been with Lils for a while, actually, the entire time. That's how good I'm going. Has never raced in New Zealand, but yeah. So she's stepping up to the plate. It was a good little win. And as I said, Glamour Stride led 29.5, 30.4, 29.3, and 28.8, 157.3. If you don't mind, 3-year-old trotters. It's just ridiculous. What I'm going to do, we'll actually go to the second heat while we're talking about that one, and that was won by Rocking with Attitude, Dave Miles in the cart in a 158.1, so a little bit slow but not a lot, beating Rapid Return for David Abrahams, and I reckon that's Nathan Jack. It says here on the results it's Taylor French, but I'm pretty sure that's Nathan Jack in the cart. High Energy in third for Greg Sugars with the Purdens. Salaski, the daughter of What the Hill, getting up the inside for fourth, going down there, and Kai Valley Amanda actually found the line okay as well in that race. So a couple of little nice little heats coming up, and I do know, gonna get in trouble here. I think there's a full sister on the ground to Rocking with Attitude. Michelle's on there now, so she will actually let me know. But they will go around on Saturday night in the Aldebaran Park Need for Speed Fillies division. Isra, I would say, gets in. Castles in the Sky will miss out being the 7th. I would say it will be the fastest emergency. Oh, no, not necessarily. So Anna Donnelly, unfortunately, hasn't had a great week, Anna, with Virginia Clovers were running out the back. Yep, full sister. Thank you very much. Boys went around in the other 2 heats. And the Locomotive, of course, bred by Harasta Trotters, are only showing the last 100 metres beats. Kai Valley Anthony and my personal jet, the big fella, does a good job, my personal jet. You don't got to go stand next to that horse. If you ever go to a races, go and stand next to him. But the Locomotive, son of Muscle Mats, out of La Cucaracha, 18 starts now, 12 wins, $285,000 in stakes. winner of his last 3, including the Vic Bred Trotters final, and he'll be looking to notch up another feature race there for Wayne Potter and Greg Holland. They've done an awesome job with this horse, and they should be super proud of not only the job that they've done, but the way they keep turning him out. He's been racing at the highest level since the start. He raced, pretty sure it was in April, for the Nutrien Race Series, and pretty much has raced in every major race since that, and yep, just does a great job, and keeps getting better and better. And then Grumpy wins the last race, another Muscle Mass. Muscle Mass has had a huge week, actually, when you look at that. Bred by Roy Spencer, Alison Alford owns, beating What's Up Party Time and Avenel Angel for the same, correct, Avenel Eagle, sorry, another Aldebaran Eagle, owned by the same connections. No, maybe not. I thought it was the same corrections, but Greg owned that horse as well, but no, didn't own that one. But yep, get the chockies done. 59.8, 30.6, 31.7, 29.8 and 28.2. Grumpy now has had 11 starts for 4 wins. He's never far away, this little horse, and it's good to see him. And connections will be hoping for a feature race win, because he's won 4. Oh, he won 3 in a row there. That's where it was, I was going to say. And contested the home field. He ran 4th in the Vic Bred Super Series final, and then won a heat of that. So good luck to connections, and hopefully he can get the chockies there at ostensibly. But anyway, it's out of Sundown Mare. Keep saying it, Sundown Mares. Get the opportunity to purchase a Sundown Mare, I recommend you do that. What I will do is, actually, while we're on here, there might be one person watching this that might regret me saying that. The IRT Australian Tornado Valley Trot Heats were run and won as well, with Aldebaran Keeper beating Visionary and Ebony's Avenger. These races were interestingly rated races, that's for sure. 2 minutes for those guys there, 27.4 after leading for Aldebaran Keeper. And then Kiang Chucky beating Revelstoke. And Sir Eros pulling again. He does that a bit. I was just thinking then, where's the leader go? But Revelstoke Chinese Whispers in 3rd. I actually haven't watched a replay of that race, so not exactly sure what happened, but see what happens here. We'll just try something. We might be able to see the last 100 metres of it. So he's still in front, Sir Eros. Here they are, coming off the back straight, and he's just starting to fold. So Kiang Chucky's very lucky because he was able to get out onto the back of Revelstoke there, and Revelstoke's just running around a little bit. Kiang Chucky, of course, bred by Harasta Trotters, just getting over the top and getting the chockies there. So good little win there for them, and I just need to try and get out of that so as I can say what I was going to say. Yeah, so he's by Love You Out of the Sun Goddess. Thank you. Another Sundown mare. So yeah, I think if you get the chance to purchase a Sundown mare, I think you should take it, because if you want to breed quality or horses that you want to be able to sell at the sales, definitely need to be able to do that. So that is a bit of a wrap of the winners for the week, and that, as I said, anyone just tuning in now, not a winners for the week, the winners that I wanted to highlight there, if you like. But as I said, if you hang around, we'll go through all the rest. But we'll just quickly say that the What the Hill stay-in tender for Horsham Harness Racing Club goes through till Wednesday week. Contact Tony Logan on 0427 857 411. That is 0427 857 411. And Tony will be able to look after you there. And if you bear with me for 1 second, I will get the Bendigo Stay in Tender roster to come up as well. Of course, it is still going to, oh no, it's finished. September 27th. So they didn't ring me. Okay, we can get off that. So hopefully those ones have finished. So September 27, so it's finished. But as I said, the Horsham going through to the 11th, so Wednesday week for that one. So yep. So but still the opportunity, go there. Don't forget to check out. You're going to have to go to the woodlandstud.co.nz. Actually, I just got to remember what I've put it up as, because I've got it up as something different. I know how to find it. Give me 1 second, and we'll get the full roster for that one there is the one we want. I hate it when that happens. Sorry about that. Take me 2 seconds to get it there. So that is the full roster for the Woodland Stud stands standing this season. Bettor's Delight, Down by the Seaside, Speeding, Spur, Sweet Lou, What the Hill, American Ideal, and Lather Up. But don't forget Speeding Sir at $1,100, and What the Hill 7 going through on his leaving winners in North America, New Zealand, and Australia as well going forward. And then we also have Harasta Trotters and their stay-in roster there, so get in touch with the team at harastatrotters.com.au with Classic Connection. Very remiss of me for saying that very good. Actually, Adelle won the Classic Connection and is standing at Somerset Farms for this season. We might get Chantel on. I'll give Chantel a call maybe next week as well. Mark Hughes flies up for a junket. Bradley did he? It's not like Hughesy to do that. That, of course, was with the Lather Up race, which we'll touch on Loose Lines Wednesday. Going to be a little bit lukewarm. There's some chance I might take Wednesday off yet. We might not do it on Loose Lines. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Either that, or I might get some. Might really change it up. I'll wait and see how we go from there. I've got a few things bubbling underneath, but yeah. Chantel loves an interview. Chantel's okay, Bradley, if you do it. Stephen Hunt, hello to you, Sooty. Sooty's tuning in, which is great. Must say, I've got to get onto that. Don't actually need that. I haven't got anyone on the phone, but if I get anyone on the phone, I will. I'll bring that one up too, because I know Steve Hunt the other day was saying if he had known about these pages, I got to find them. What if I put them under YouTube channels, which is what you would do. Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, Rideau Carleton Raceway, and Flamborough Downs. Now, if you can't remember these, don't panic. I recommend you put them in and you keep them in your search engines on YouTube, and when they go live, the Ohio Horsemen's Association, the top one, do all the fairs. They did Hollywood Park the other day. They did Dayton. They do heaps of them. So I recommend you go onto your YouTube page. If you are on YouTube, go and hit like and subscribe to Campbell's Comments, because I need as many people to follow me as I can. But yeah, if you love your American racing, it is free. Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. Great coverage. And you can watch most of them. There are others there too. And you just start hitting like, hit subscribe. You get little notifications. If you're working, you can't watch them. But I'll tell you what you can do. You can go back and watch them later on. So, Sooty, that's how we got to watch the Little Brown Jug in its entirety. And it was brilliant. And because with YouTube, as compared to Facebook, and I'm not potting Facebook, I have more people watching on Facebook than I do on YouTube. But if you watch it on YouTube, you can put it in your pocket and it'll continue to play. You can actually shut your phone down so you don't drain your battery. Leave your earpods in and away you go. It's not so bad at all. So it's a great way to watch it. So and keep up with all of that sort of coverage as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool, Sooty. So yeah, and it's a great way to be able to keep up in touch with the Australian horses. But this time of year, it's scary, the racing that's going on, because I think it's a Red Mile, as well as then you've got the Meadowlands Pace and those coming up shortly as well, which I don't know if Ohio do Meadowlands, but I think they do just about everywhere else. But then you can get the Meadowlands through either Acosta TV or Meadowlands TV as well. So, yep, it is a bit tricky. But I did get told of a site today that you can watch them all on. I'm going to register and go from there. see how I go, and if it's any good, I'll make sure I recommend it to people as well. So just a way you can able to watch them. Rightio, as always, on Talking Trotters, I go through all, that's a wrong button. Wish else, that's better. All the winners for the month, and because this month goes back to September, sort of in the punting challenge too. We might have to do a punting promo on the show. I'll see. What happened there? Because I went last Sunday, sorry, they were at Oyen last Sunday. I did the show live Sunday week ago. We will start off at Globe Derby because I've already touched on a couple of the. Please keep firing your comments in, and if there's anything you see. Ian Hobbs, tell your wife the bloke on the bike was me, Hobbsy. Doing the challenge the other day, I rode past Kerry Hobbs and waved, and then I was like, she's got no idea who it is. So Hobbsy, you better tell your wife that that might have been me. Two-year-old Trotters Parker Classic heat was won by Patricia M by Crazed. Matt Maguire and Ryan Rohorick drove, beating Star of Patrick and Countess Caruso. I'm not sure when the final of that is on, or if there is more heats as well, but that is a race coming up in Adelaide. Majestic Summer by Majestic Sun out of Summerline. Sundon, funny that. Jane's Gems and Muscle Miss, who I'm pretty sure was a Muscle Mass horse. There was the John Roth Video Trotters Handicap was won by Confiscated by Sebastian K out of Illawong Chloe. I like the owners in this one. It looks like the Fives 40 Racing Syndicate. Love to know what that actually means, but yeah, gelded son of Sebastian K. Took out the John Roth Trotters Classics. That was the 3 trotter races at Globe Derby. There was a trot at Pinjarra. It was actually won by BB Baroque by Majestic Sun out of Jumanji Fenko. There is something really cool coming up tomorrow, Tuesday. Today, but it will come up in a minute. But when I start talking about the Tuesday meeting, but yeah. So Charlton, we went to Charlton. There was 3 trots on at Charlton. Here comes Sky Valley, another Muscle Mass out of a Sundon mare. It's funny how we get into runs here. Bred by Bev Williamson. Bev was on earlier, and yes, that is the same Williamsons from New Zealand. So that's a very nice one. Kenny, that horse will be out of the one over Kenny family. So beautifully bred horse. And here comes Kenny, Tristan Larson. Congratulations to you, Tristan. There we are. Rastamon, Tina Rittis by Cardigan Boko out of, I'm not sure how you say that one. We won't even try that. A Sierra Cosmos mare beating the Chook and Charlie Walker. And then the last race was the last of the trots was actually the last one. And as I said, was won by Solaski, of course, by What the Hill out of Donsky. Guess what? She's a Sundown mare beating SK Hollywood and Kai Valley Anthony. Kai Valley Anthony backed up. So did Solaski. They both raced on the Monday, backed up on the Thursday, and both went very, very good. So well done to them. Rightio. Tuesday. Really, really cool thing happens here. I'll go back this way and we'll hit here. So we will start. We're going to go to Menangle. Yeah, I'm going to go to Menangle first because there's a reason for it. So Flash Kai Valley, Jim Connolly bred by Sky Valley at a Cashel Dugar, I suppose, a pine chip mare. Leon Jerd, Will Rickson beating Keeper of the Plains and Dream Big, Aim High. It's Fergie Time, Kerry Towers, Stacey Towers' sister, I believe, by Creatine. Got the Chockies, Robbie Morris in the cart, beating Valley Star and King City with the 2 trot races at Menangle. But I had a gentleman put a thing on the feed there a little while ago about how detrimental it might be that pacing bred horses winning so many trot races gets quite quirky here in a minute. So Gate with Grace, my high expectations for Melissa Gillies, and I will get Melissa on. Brad, you got some phone numbers to send me, I can tell you that. By my high expectation out of Nora Jones, beating Just Like Sully and Northern Lights. Northern Lights is actually related to Gate with Grace, obviously by the same sire, but also differently. And it broke again. They won't be very happy with that. Rightio, Not As Promised. Well named because it's by Betting Line out of an Albert mare in All Promises. So it's pacing bred. That was the first of them, winning the Somerset Springboard Finals 3-year-old trot. So Not As Promised is pacing bred. We then go to the Muscle 'em Up standing at Trump Bloodstock Trotters Handicap. Instant Delight by Better's Delight, the sire of Betting Line, out of Liz Lady, a Christian Cullen horse, so pacing bred, actually bred by Woodland Stud's owner in Charlie Roberts. You can see there, winning the trot, beating End Over Love, yeah, and I Am a Commando. So that was two of the pacing bred horses. Then went to Bendigo, and there was two trots on. Shadow Justice by Shadow Play at a Double Justice. Albert mare, just said there before, another one. Pacing bred trotter, winning there as well for Jason Ainsworth and Bacardi Chic, and Major Max. Back to the trotters with a Lucky Chucky. That's two winners for Lucky Chucky actually, with Kapaya. Nick Edwards, Shannon O'Sullivan, beating Bustle and Brody and It's All and Over, Justin Bruin, filling the top three. I was pretty sure that was it for Bendigo. But then, I don't think there was a trot at Gloucester Park. There wasn't. There is actually another pacing bred trotter win. All right, I'll do that in a sec. Brad Steele, hang on, we'll do that in a minute. But wants me to check out the breeding of Phenomenal on the dam side. Aldebaran Spartacus by Sky Valley out of Jingling Silver, a Conch de Ville mare, beating Blanco Canyon and Donna Amelia. 2-year-old trot was won by Father Patrick out of Highgate. Of course, High Step, beating Dreams of Love and Kai Valley Michael. Chris Alford in the cart. Dreams of Love, beautiful horses. A couple of really nice horses there. The Evolution trot, Illawong Lara J, horse with a lot of ability and also a lot of quirks, beat Aldebaran Demi and Butatiki by Sebastian K out of Illawong Bardo. Was that filly? There's definitely one more pacing bred trotter wins for the week. I'm sure there is. Maybe there's not, because we go to Shepparton. Donna Castles got the chockies again with Linda Grace beating Pasco Polo and Aristotol. So Donna's having a huge run with that, and Dancers. Vitor Lemmy, Doc Wilson, still not getting a lot of joy there, Doc, that's for sure. Good Heart, formerly trained by Chris Lang. Shane Hoban got the chockies there, beating Had to Be Harry and Hold That Gold, running the top three. I know there's one more pacing bred trotter. I just don't know where it was. Oh, unfortunate for Redcliffe, got abandoned. Penrith have been teasing about having trot races. Still not getting them off the ground as yet, but they will continue to try. Horsham, it definitely wasn't a pacing bred trotter that won at Horsham, because it was Kai Valley Surf Rider by Love You out of Focus on Me and SJ's Photo mare for Katrina Fitzpatrick. Aldebaran Dexter and Aldebaran Rocky filling the top three. Actually wondering if that other horse might have been, it might have been at Kilmore, don't know. There was two other trots. We got Naked Ambition beating End Overhaul and Starkus, Dichotomy and Jakarta for Andy Gaff. Peter Ramirio, well done you, Pete. That was a good win actually. Saw that horse win. Didn't know you were training it, Pete. Well done. Got out in front and yeah, good win. Very, very good win on Kilmore Trotters Cup night. So there was no trots there. I'm not sure where I've seen it. I know there's one other quirky trotter winning. I've done Albion Park, done Mildura, done Menangle. So I don't know, other than yesterday. Oh, it might have been today. Actually, may have been today. Sorry, it could have been. There's three trots maybe. Blanco Canyon by Red Samurai out of Miss Sally. Red Samurai, of course, is by Sundon. So got the jockeys there for Alan Lossida, beating Kai Valley Surf Rider and Spirited Lass. So she's had a good week. Gaelic Lad, well, it should have started very short after its run last start, before that being by Blitzum Calder, pacing bred stallion. Gaelic Lass, of course, he was a trotter though, beating Over and Out and Medina Sky. Now, the last race, they do this quite a lot and it annoys me a little bit, is a Pacers race. That wasn't the case. Have a look at Globe Derby while we are going. Trotters Handicap. Majestic Sun, our Spitfire for Peter Brown, Nicholas Brown, beating Pies riding Shotgun. There he is. Most mentioned horse on Talking Trotters, I believe. Don't think you get too many more. Elderbaron Styles by Elderbaron Eagle. So he's had a good week. Elderbaron Eagle beating Muscle Miss and Jen's Gem. Maybe, just maybe, it was today at Maryborough. I will just, not sure. So we had a couple of trots here at Maryborough. Magic Law by Lawman and a Star in the Sight. Shane Taylor, Michael Bellman beating Flying Time, another Elderbaron Eagle, and Elderbaron Zelinsky for Brett Lilly and Tristan Larson. Running in third there. Jarbella by Angus Hall at a Noopy Duo, a Noopy Kiosk trotter for Johnny Caldo. Brent Jewell beating Belmac Bambi and Master Combat. Wishing Stone, Bullion Girl for Sonia Smith. Beating Amunet and Star Down Under. Dancers running fourth. Another horse that features pretty big on the Talking Trotting show. And the Dancing in Dark M, Kiss Me Serena by Father Patrick out of Kiss Me I'm Loaded. Jack McKinnon got the chockies beating Mitchell Rapp and Southwind Chloe. That horse there, Kiss Me Serena, yeah, has only had the 2 starts. Got it all wrong at Maryborough, so well done to Jack McKinnon getting the chockies in the last. He's over from New Zealand, doing a good job, Jack is, that's for sure. Just got a message that I think I have to respond to, but maybe not. That's okay. That wasn't it. Rightio. I'm going to go back. I should have done it before I got out of this, because Brad wants me to go back to Phenomenal, who raced on Saturday night at Albion Park in the propulsion standing at Trump Bloodstock Trot. Now, Glenn Holland is actually the owner of the locomotive. So, yeah. Oh, Sweet Dreams. Yeah, of course. This was, yeah, definitely. This is very interesting. Elderbaron Frida. She was a sale topper, Brad, at the APG sale. Duncan McPherson purchased her. I think it was $80,000 or thereabouts for a filly. Unfortunately, she hasn't been able to get the chockies done for them just yet. And I think the Volstead horse sold at the sales, but I'm on the hop there as well. So yeah, not sure, but yeah, no, she's a really nice filly by Verena to Reality as Louise Tillman. Hello to you, Louise. Yeah, no, she's a beautiful filly, but she was a bit of a problem child. She was quite a lot of ability, but she had a few quirks as well from memory. She didn't start. Oh no, she just started a lot. No, she didn't start that much. Chris Lang had her over here. She actually won her last start at Redcliffe's. So it was a wee while ago. But 11 wins and $60,000 in stakes from 36 starts. But she was a very capable mare. But I'm pretty sure that Elderbaron Frida was definitely the sale topper. I'd done an interview with Jan afterwards, so I'm well and truly positive on that part, but yeah, not sure on the rest of it. But he's a very well named horse, Phenomenal. I like the way that's spelt. That's the way it should be spelt, Phenomenal, for people like myself that have trouble with the spelling, that is for sure. So that's pretty much a wrap this week. Could go through the New Zealand winners. What is it, 10 past 8? Probably late enough, but if you're still there and you're watching it to now, you're happy with knowing who wins what. So we'll go back to Gore. I didn't do all of these the other day, so yep, if you want to get involved, by all means, you've got plenty of time. If you want to fire something at me, we'll go back to that screen there. You can see I'm up in the top, so that's okay. So bring on the muscle. It's good to know all the winners, actually. I think sometimes you get to see some different ones. By Majestic Sun, a 2-year-old by Majestic Sun. A lot of 2-year-old trots in New Zealand at the minute. Torquay Street by Father Patrick. Phil Williamson, the trainer there. And another Majestic Sun in Action Pact coming in third. That's a 5-year-old. So that's where you got to be careful. You can see there, two 2-year-olds, 1-2, but then they have the older horses running against the younger horses. Can always make it a little bit tricky there. Paces. Fly the Fiddle, Paces, Geese are watching. Avros Majestic is a Majestic Sun, so they had 2 Majestic Suns win on the day. 3-year-old by Trixton out of Triple A, run third in Missile, and a Picardi Lindy in our Pinochet, I'll go with. Castello de Verdi beat Huckalafella and Grinning Again. Wow, Better's Delight, Lord Forbes, Tintin in America. They're paces, but, well, good names. Anyway, Jamie Gameson got the chockies with Blythe, beating Stevie and Sally Lendenny. A Love You out of Songate Sally, very well bred horse in Blythe. Repeat Love, New Year Pride for Steve, and Majestic Sun, Sungate Sally, Sally Lendenny. Sungate Sally, so there, the first and third horses in that. Now, Sungate Sally, I reckon King Denny is out of this family, one way or the other. King Denny comes out of this family, I'm sure of it. We'll go back this way. Progeny. I know he's in here somewhere. Can't remember how to get him in there. I don't think he was out of Touch of Sun. Maybe he was. But he was a very good horse. King Denny, there he is there. Yep, $265,000 in stakes. So pretty well bred horse. Just had to work out how to get it back in all of that family. Well, that mare had a lot of foals. Her last one was by Peak in 2020. And her first one was back in 2004, so 16 years. And looks like she didn't miss a year just about. But yeah, so anyway, that's pretty cool. Another little quirk that you wouldn't have found if you hadn't stayed and watched. Yeah, the 4-year-old beating the 7-year-old sisters running first and third. That was at Gore. Waikato Bay of Plenty. Now this is Cambridge. Paramount Kiwi beat Dreams Pat and Florence the Machine. Father Patrick ×2 and a What the Hill came in third, but I mentioned those guys just before. In that 2-year-old trot, they're racing for 16,000 and they're just always happy to put that out there. There definitely will be a couple more trots. Melsadell, I'll go with Phoebe Majestic and CPK. Orlando Vici, he's had a good week. Beat Majestic Sun and Creatine. Top 3 there. Excuse me, She's Bella for Dylan Ferguson. I think that brought up 50 wins for Dylan and Graham Rogerson. Pretty sure it did. KD Royalty and Love on the Line. So Royal Aspiro, Pegasus Spur, Top Notch Dream, Royal Aspirations, and Love You Scoozy Boys. Claire McGowan. Is that the mare that Adelle's out of? Might be able to find the horse. There she is there. So CPK might be the horse that he's after. Just accidentally found that horse. So, of course, I had Jack Butler on earlier if you haven't watched, and he's after one of the youngest sisters. CPK's had 5 starts for a win, and Love on the Line's had 14 starts for a win. So, anyway, yeah, she's a nice mare, Scoozy Boys. So that is Love on the Line. Going there. There is one other trot, I reckon. Here it is here. Adrenaline beaten Kiss on the Run and the Noble Count. Muscle Mass again. Another winner for Muscle Mass. What the Hell with Kiss on the Run. Not even. You're going to kiss me or not? Okay. And then Imperial Count out of Noble Count. And is there any more? Nope. We then go to Addington. Now I've highlighted a couple of these races already. Probably didn't have to do that. Of course, Princess Sadie beating Look at the Stars and Lottie's Moment. Muscle Mass, Shelley Seeker, End Over Hall, one over the Stars out of that great family, Les Williams and that, and Majestic Sun, Love the Moment for Katie Cox, Lottie's Moment, Bay Philly. Glenbank Don for Paul Kerr, Gavin Smith, beating Hell of a Moment and one over DeLine. Getting the chockies there. Muscle Mass again, End Over Hall, and Majestic Sun out of one over Kenny with one over DeLine. That's a Bay Gelding. Wonder if he'll end up over here soon. You never know. Muscle Mountain, of course, we highlighted that before about our Paramount Faith. Majestic Sun, Love You, Hate Revenge, and Muscle Hill, Hilton H for Artie by the Hill. Really nice, a couple of horses. Couple of nice races. Make sure you tune into Over the Ditch because we'll be highlighting that race shortly. Nazareth, Derby winner by Love You at a Maysoon for Robert Dunn. Andover Hall for Miss Lovelot for Harold Smith. And Majestic Sun for Una Bromack for Galway Girl. There, don't think there was another trot, but no, there wasn't another trot. And then we'll go to Timaru. Yep, we'll go to Timaru, I would say is where it is. Have not looked at these. So we'll all be flying blind. So Lover Lucy, Lover Vicky for Katie Cox, does a great job. Beat Moon Dancer and Trans-Tasman Bubble for Johnny Kurt and Peter Holmes, the trainer. Orlando Vici, another winner. Father Patrick and Aldebaran Eagle, another place getter, doing a good job. He's available in New Zealand, I think, this year. Aldebaran Eagle, in fact, I'm sure he is. For the people over there. Yep, Monarch Prince, Tim Williamson and Johnny Howe, Miss Gracie and Maxwell Edison. So Creatine, Lucky Monarch, Royal Aspirations, Uramoa, and Majestic Sun, Lucy again. Hello, Louise Pangrazio. You're very late to the party tonight. But that's what happens when daylight savings kicks in. But I'm not going to change the times. People can watch the show in replay, or, as I said, log on to the YouTube page and go from there. Barb Sedgwick, very happy to report that 4 Lilies delivered an absolute cracking Pastor Stephen Colt this week. Congratulations to you, Barb. Sorry, didn't see that. Mind you, you've only put it up a couple of minutes ago, so that's off the YouTube feed. So make sure you can type in your messages on the YouTube feed as well. So put it in your pocket and away you go. Rightio. So No Ma Trion, being Take After Me and Buffy's North Stains. So Patrick O'Reilly, Johnny Morrison and Sarah Tomlinson, Bruce Negus were the 3 trainers there. Andover Hall, Holmes Hanover, there's another one, and Majestic Sun was one of the other horses going on there as well. So yep, that's a wrap. That is a wrap for all of the horses for this week. And going through, as I said, the Inter-Dominion rankings. We might ramp it up a bit. We might try and keep up in touch with some of the participants going through. There is some nice races, already some nice fields out for New Zealand. As I said, there's a couple of nice trots with Bolt for Brilliance and that returning this week. I'm just going to have a quick look at Melton to see what the trot race is on. Oh, Victorian Oaks heats. Victorian Derby heats. Oh, they're for the paces. There's no trotting races. Right. That threw me a little bit. So that's on Saturday night. So Friday night is an all trotters night. It's George Gaff, the Tornado Valley, Need for Speeds, heats and finals, consolations, the Bob Conroy 2-year-old, and there will also be the IRT race, I would imagine, there, the old IRT Tornado Valley race as well. So might end up at Melton Friday night. Never know. See how we go. Definitely have a bit on. Got something on Saturday and that, but some nice races coming up. And of course the Redwood Carnival is coming up 29th, I believe, Sunday the 29th. There you are. Matchmaker Mile, John Stake Memorial, Black Horse Naturals, Trotters Handicap, the Alf Simons, Victoria Trotters Derby Final, the Ralph Ford, the Gold Bracelet, the Redwood Classic, the John Aspey 2-year-old trot, and a 2-year-old trot as well. So 3 2-year-old trots on that occasion as well. That is on the 29th, same day as Karaka, but I'll be here for for that race, and plenty of other races hiding up as well. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in. Thanks to everyone that's got involved in the show. This is Talking Trotters, proudly brought to you by What the Hill, and I really do appreciate everyone getting involved. Big thanks to Jack Butler. Go back and watch, if you're only tuning in now, go back and watch the start. The interview I had with Jack Butler was terrific. Trainer of Adelle. We do talk a little bit of paces, but just great to get a bit of insight from a non-trotting person leading up to the Inter-Dominion. We've got plenty more guests on as we go forward. And, yep, catch you all next Monday night. Talking Trotters for What the Hill. Thank you very much, Woodlands Stud.
Side, yes, Mickey, with less than a 16th to go. What the Hill, a short lead. Lindy the Great to the inside. Yes, Mickey, coming to the wire. It's What the Hill, and David Miller winning the
Pocket sitter turned first over attacker What the Hill. And behind them Dover Dan from in third. International Money still got work to do. They're in deep stretch, and here comes What the Hill and Miller on the outside. What the Hill converting off the pocket trip to win the Canadian Trotting Classic. He won it by 3 going away. It's What the Hill.
Third, 3/4, 124 and 2 into the stretch. Looks like Chippendale appears to be on the verge. Crazy Wow trying to fend him off. Room at the rail for What the Hill. He's raging late. And in heavy traffic is Pinkman on the far outside. Dason trying to close in. But off the rail comes What the Hill, the 3-year-old. What the Hill to seal his division. What the Hill. Then Dason. And then it was Pinkman third and Mambo Lindy fourth. What the Hill in 150.